Well, we're going to talk about session 6 of Enlightened, and the group discussion is going to be all about the orphan spirit. And so they were working on some assignments to look up some scriptures about being a son or being a slave, or another way to think of a slave is like an orphan. And again, this book, which you can always remind them to look in there, it really explained the whole idea of the concept of the orphan spirit. And it's something that they really need to chew on, because a lot of people are having a hard time accepting themselves as sons or daughters of the King. And so we think this is really something that is really going to be important to help people get where God wants to take them on this journey. So be sure you dig into that. And in this particular session, you'll do the normal stuff, gathering, and then do the assignment discovery time. But at about the last 30 minutes or so, there's a really special thing that we're going to ask them to do. And Rocky thought this would really be appropriate in this session, but we're going to have them write a letter to themselves from Papa. So basically, they've been learning that God knows, He cares about them, He's willing, He's able. Now they get to verbalize it and write in their journal a letter to themselves from God, the Father, from Papa. Based on all the things He's been telling them about themselves, they need to personalize it and write a letter to themselves. And so we're going to allow about 30 minutes to do this, probably. And then have them keep their letters and to tell them not to read them yet. But we're going to read them at the next time we get together, which will be our extended prayer session, which is coming up. And so the main assignment they have for that is to read this little book, The Prayer Cottage and the Sacred Garden, which Rocky wrote, he wrote to help people learn how to have an extended prayer time with the Lord. And so that's what you're about to do with your participants. So anyway, hopefully you've gotten your place secured and that where you're going to do this. We recommend somewhere outside of town where they can get alone and spread out with God, where they can bring their folding chairs, their Bible, their journal, and get alone. And so, of course, you have to be flexible depending on if it's freezing outside. Sometimes people have done it in a big church and spread out. Some people have done it in different ways. But the important thing is that they have a place they can get alone with God, and you're going to turn them loose for like 2.5 to 3 hours by themselves with the Lord, which sounds really scary to everybody at first, but it's always one of the biggest blessings of the journey as well. So have them read this story and bring their letters from Papa to the prayer session, which will be next. God bless you.